All right, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the OTB Sports YouTube channel. We are back from the Thanksgiving break. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We're going to run over the Thanksgiving games real quick. I know it's been a little bit of time. Packers, Lions. This one was probably, Chiefs, Cowboys was definitely the game of the day. I would say that this one I expected to be fireworks on both sides. For the most part, Packers defense just did their due. That's what they do, and the offense is coming alive right now. Jordan Love you put him on fraud watch, and he picked up the phone and he answered the call. Give me
He
your
did.
thoughts on that game, and you got to apologize to Jordan Love.
I will. I'll apologize for the week. I still got questions about this guy. I mean, he can look like when he plays like that, looks like top 5, top 10 quarterback, like easily. Like he has
Hmm.
all the ability, but when he's inconsistent, he looks like average at best. I've said that before.
Yeah, he
I
has his
think he,
games. He has his games. Don't get it fucked up. He has his games.
I think he will be the sole reason on the Packers' success or failure this season. I
Yeah,
think if
yeah,
he balls out, they can win the Super Bowl, and if
yeah.
he doesn't, I think it'll be them. I think they have everything they need. But this Lions team is reeling and reeling
It's falling
fast.
apart.
It's going downhill quick. You look at this offense, just just not the same juice. It feels like if they're not making these big explosive plays, Jameer Gibbs breaking off for 60 yards, like their inability to move the ball at times is just it's concerning right now. I mean,
Yeah,
I still think they are a good offense. They're not like average or they can't move the ball at all. It's
right.
just inconsistency from not what we're used to seeing the last couple of years from the Lions.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, they're not making the playoffs. The Lions are not
Man,
making the playoffs. They have to play Dallas on prime time. Dallas is coming in. Probably you could argue that Dallas is the hottest team in the NFL right now. Rams probably before this loss to the Panthers were, but I'm giving that title to this Dallas team. You can't run on that defense no more. You can't run
yeah,
on that defense. So if Dallas can limit the two-headed monster in the back of Gibbs and Montgomery, then I think that they win that game. And then you got to play the Rams. And then after that, you got to play the Steelers, who I know that they're up and down right now. Their future's up in question right now. But you still got to deal with them. You got to play Minnesota, regardless of who's at quarterback. That's a legit defense. They already beat them with JJ McCarthy, which is
yeah.
a problem in itself. They're 7-5 now, and it's not looking good. And then you have to play Chicago still. So
Yeah.
I don't think they're getting in. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say.
I mean, it's not crazy. I'm still just gonna. I think I'd still have them in it because I don't know if I see three teams better than them in the wild card. You probably are gonna have who's I'm trying to think who I think would make that. You're gonna have the Seahawks or the Rams, winner of that
Yeah.
division. So one of those will be in the wild card. Likely the Seahawks, I think.
Mhm.
You'll have the obviously somebody from the north, either the Packers, Lions, or the Bears. See how that ends. I don't know.
Yep.
I think all three might get in. Honestly, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I
Yeah.
think all three might get in. And then you
It's
look at who's the
possible.
other team over there. Forgot who the other team's in there. 49ers? No, no. Oh yeah. 40. Yeah, there's three. Might have three teams from the yeah. So yeah, three teams from the NFC West, and maybe three team can't get three from both. So
Yeah.
you might be right. I don't know. I don't know.
I
We'll have to see.
I would bet that they don't make the playoffs. I'm
Oh yeah, I wonder
sorry.
what that is. So
That
yeah.
that defense, come on, bruh. They get gashed like every single game. They get gashed.
Yeah, the
And like,
secondary is
and
weak.
this is supposed to be a kneecap biting, play defense hard team. Like that was their identity. Obviously they had the fireworks on offense, but that defense, they are beat up, but that defense has to step up. No other way around it. Chiefs Cowboys, this was a hard loss. Obviously I took the Chiefs. You got to take them again. Probably will take them again this week. We'll see. 4.5 is steep against the Texans, but we'll talk about that later. Chiefs
Goodness.
Cowboys 3-point game, but you let up 31 points after you looked really good coming into the game. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, defense is back." That wasn't really the case. Give me your thoughts on that. Mahomes, he showed up.
Yeah, I mean, Mahomes balled out. I mean, this game clearly, everyone saw it. You're not going to blame Mahomes for this game. You're not going to
No,
blame the offense. You can't blame Andy Reid and how they were prepared offensively. The defense, man. they they look one week like, oh yeah, it's top five. If they can just get in the playoffs, this team,
Yeah.
Mahomes can generate points. And then other times they look like they're back to the early Mahomes days where he had to put up 30 just to compete. So the main problem I'm seeing with this Kansas City defense, and it's the obvious problem, is they can't get to the pass rush. I mean, they can't get to the passer. This pass rush is literally
Chris Jones is washed.
non-existent. Yeah, Chris Jones
Chris Jones is just old and
has
slow.
clearly passed his prime. He just looks slower and slower every day. I mean, he's still a force in the middle, as far as just like
On his day, on
plugging
his
up running.
day.
Yeah, like he can give you a down. He
He
gonna
gave
give
him
you a
a hell of a
down.
game
Yeah,
coming
he gonna
into
get,
this
but
one.
just like that's your main guy to rush the
Yeah,
passer because you're not getting it from Karloftis, you're not
yeah.
getting it from Amenahue and some of the other younger guys they have. So that's the number one thing they need to address in the offseason is get somebody
They
that can
got
get to the
holes.
passer.
They got
Yeah,
holes. They got a lot of
yeah, because
holes.
there's a lot of holes in this roster, and I mean, you go to 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. There's a lot of turnover. People want new contracts, so they go other places because
Right.
just a lot of different external circumstances that can happen, but you look at their next 4 games, they play Houston. That's the next game they play. Number one defense. I mean, they're coming off 4 in a row. CJ Stroud looking decent. So that'll be a game that'll be tough for them to win. Then they play the Chargers.
Yeah.
Rematch from week 1 in Brazil. Huge win. I think that's that. They have to win
Got
these next 2 games, I think.
Herbert
Absolute
just had
must win.
surgery on his hand,
Yeah.
so who knows
Yeah. So
how he's going to look in a couple weeks.
I think he'll probably miss at least a game,
They're going to
probably
attack that
2.
hand. You come
Yeah.
back with
So
that hand.
this is a huge spot for the Chiefs. Then you play Tennessee after that, and then you finish the season off with Denver. So you need to win 3 of those 4 games. You
Yeah.
have no choice. I would say all 4, but minimum, obviously, you need to win 3, or you won't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I love the offense. I love how Mahomes has played pretty much the whole season. He's had, I think, maybe 2 bad games really the whole year, but he's looked good. The offense has looked good since he's got all his weapons back. But the pass rush, if you can't get to the passer, you can't win.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, we saw, had all day in the pocket. Prescott with the Pickens and CD combination, and even Ferguson. Like, this offense is probably the best in the league, in my opinion. As far as just weapons and ability to run the ball
Yeah.
and pass the ball whenever you want. Like, they can win a multitude of ways
Dak is
offensively. So
just
yeah, Dak obviously has been MVP candidate all season. He's been playing at a high level. In my opinion, I think this is low key like the best he's ever looked.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
um I know he might flame out if they somehow make the playoffs, but like
Dak's
if he's
playing
playing
top
like
5.
this,
Dak's playing top
yeah,
5. He's playing
yeah,
top 5.
and the Cowboys are playing top 5
Oh
ever
yeah.
since the addition of Williams. They're easily top
That's
5.
not a team you want to run into if they sneak in.
No.
That's
Oh,
not a team you
no.
want to run
Oh,
into. No.
no, that is not who I would wanna play.
No, not at all. All right. The Bengals, Ravens, Lamar just didn't look like Lamar. Joe Burrow, look, I know we said, look, Joe Flacco comes in, throws 500, whatever. You got to, the defense has been playing better.
That is
It's
yes.
Joe Burrow, regardless of if he's throwing 500 like Flacco did or not, he's bringing the energy, the spark, the belief
Mhm.
back. They got their guy. That's their guy. They got their guy
Yes.
back. They're going to play harder. You've seen it the last 2 games. They played hard. Even against the Patriots, they didn't look bad. They didn't have Jamar in that game. Um, I mean, this is not a team probably that's going to make the playoffs, but the Ravens are only two games up. The Steelers look horrible.
I
If
can't keep doing this with the Bengals, man. We
if
just
Cincy can
every year
run the
it's if
table
this
here,
happens, if they could just win out and then this team wins a game and then if they lose, that like, bro, y'all the
can they win
defense,
out?
I mean, the next 4 games, you play at Buffalo.
Oh,
That's your next game is at Buffalo. That's gonna be a hard one to win. Then you're home versus the Ravens, team you just saw. Then you have to go to Miami, whose offense is looking better for some reason all of a sudden now. I don't
hmm
know what Mike McDaniel, and then you finish off with Arizona, who keeps it close versus it seems like everyone they play. So I think they could win all 4 games. I'm not gonna lie,
they
but
could.
like the defense, they could
If
just
they
let they could
beat
let
Buffalo
down.
in Buffalo, I'm telling you, there's gonna be
That Ravens game
there
will be
there's gonna be some shit on the line. Let's just put it like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that
So
that defense definitely has stepped up. I don't know. They had Lamar looking.
great. It was a great Thanksgiving slate.
Yeah,
It really
every
was.
game was good. It was a dog's day.
Mhm.
Definitely was including the Black Friday. Probably get into
Vegas
that
8.
one next.
Yup.
All
Yup.
4 dogs. Oh my god.
Black Friday, Philly at home. You got the Bears coming into town, and the Eagles lay an absolute egg and get dominated on all fronts. Caleb Williams did not play a good game. Like he had a good pass. It was an ugly game. I get it. They win. That's all that matters. But let's be real. It wasn't like Caleb Williams was just overwhelming them and
He was not the reason they won this game.
no, they
No.
ran all over them. Like they literally
Yeah.
ran all over them. Both running backs had like damn near 100 yards apiece. I think Swift had like 80.
100 plus. No, they
Yeah.
both had a no, yeah,
Both
don't
had 100.
undercut. Yeah, 120. They both had
Oh my,
120.
240 combined.
Yeah, and a
That is
touchdown. Yeah.
ridiculous. That is
They ran
ridiculous.
all over them.
That is ridiculous. And the same thing with Philly. What scheme? What are we putting on the field? Like where are the complementary routes? Like where are like stop throwing these just little I call them like pity balls. They're throwing AJ pity balls that look good and he gets his 10 for 100 and he's happy, but you're losing games now.
Yeah.
Like they got to get back to that smash mouth style of football. That's their
They can't
identity.
run it
And
though.
they
They
can't
can't
run it
run
with
it.
this whatever it is. The O-line is obviously getting
Is
healthier, but they're a little banged up. You missing I think Lane Johnson's out for a little bit.
yeah.
But what do they got to do? Like tell me. Like
I
what do the Eagles
mean,
have to do? Like they already
well,
came out and
one,
they said they're not switching OCs.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Sirianni came out and said Petula. If I thought Petula was the sole problem, we would have already fixed that. He said there's clearly more problems. So I want to know what the problems are. Are we talking about is our quarterback? Is he not playing good enough? Because he obviously the Bears game he looked horrible. I
yeah.
mean, people are talking about the pass to Devontae Smith where he's behind him. Goddard's wide open up the seam. He's not even looking at him. I mean, he is
I didn't
wide
even
open.
see
He had a
him.
couple underthrows. He had the horrible pick to Kevin Byard, who's just reemerged. I don't know. I think he leads the NFL in interception. I don't know how many he has, but
Hey,
he
a
has at least
vet.
6 of
A
them. Yeah,
vet.
he's finding that ball, but they cannot run the ball.
Yeah.
It's honestly sad, and this is why the offense is struggling. Jalen Hurts is not a quarterback who is going to drop back 30, 35 times and deliver the ball 4 quarters. He wants to play off of the run. That's what he's good at. When the run is good, he is good. When the run is bad, not that he can't make throws, it's not his play style. And you're seeing it now. Patulo's offense, he needs to be fired. I don't know what Sirianni's talking about, that
Yeah.
he's not the problem.
Yeah.
He's obviously a big problem because you're not going to get rid of Jalen Hurts. You're not
Exactly.
going to get rid of AJ Brown. You're not going to bench a lineman. So let's maybe go in a different direction. Maybe you call plays, bro. Maybe that's why. I think that could possibly be he doesn't want the pressure
I
of
said
having to
this.
call plays.
I said that you make a good point. I said this. I said that Sirianni is the most unimportant coach in the NFL. Whether he was there or whether it was a bag of rocks wearing the headset, the Eagles would be the Eagles we see today. Like he does not move the needle, and I just don't know what this guy does. Like, tell me what he
Yeah.
does. Like, what does he
I
do?
mean,
Like, what
I
does
know
he?
he has a part in the offensive scheme. So
Well,
that's supposed to be his bread and butter. He's supposed to be smart offensively, and I don't know. He obviously has branded the tush push and the ultra aggressiveness on fourth down, similar that we see to Dan Campbell. So I guess I'll give him credit in that. But he's got to take it. You got to take over, bro. Like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
because what we're week going into what week 13 or week
We're
14?
going into week 13, I believe, or
Either
14.
or. That's crazy to say. Like, and this offense still looks bad. Like,
Yeah.
this offense showing like this now, they will go home round one. They will lose in the
Last
first round if
last
this
four
offense plays
games,
like this.
15
Yeah,
points, 21 points, 9 points, or I'm sorry, not 9 points, 16 points, 10 points. Like you're just not putting up
come on,
points.
bro.
You're just
Come
not
on,
putting up
man.
points.
How many
And
times are you going to ask your defense to
yeah.
just
And they're
completely
playing their ass off.
eliminate teams? Yeah.
Yeah. Their defense got punched in the mouth
Yeah.
though.
Oh yeah, they got ran
We
through,
got to show love to
but
Ben Johnson
okay,
and the
yeah.
Bears. We
Oh
got to
yeah,
show love to Ben Johnson and the Bears. What they
yeah.
did to go into Philly and to just beat the shit out them in their own game.
A lot of people want to beat Philly. You want to beat them through the air. You want to go after the weak. Nah, we're toting
They
and
punched them
we're
in the
running right
mouth.
at you guys all game. And maybe that'll be the recipe. That could be the blueprint for other teams to see. Like maybe okay, maybe we don't just fear the D line so much, and we try to establish a run because that's exactly what they came out and did. Caleb Williams through the first like two drives might have only had one or two throws. Like he was not even throwing the ball. Ben Johnson, they came out clearly this week with a mentality: we are going to dominate the line of scrimmage, and they did that
Go
offensively and
shirtless in the
defensively.
locker room.
Hey,
He's
that I
that's it.
mean
He's
that's the
got
type
him
of coach you want to
together.
play for,
Yeah, he's
bro.
got
That's the
him
type of coach
together.
you want to play for.
He's got him together, and the Bears.
Might be
You,
able to get us some insight on that locker room later
hey,
this week and
uh-huh.
see what's really
and
how
inside
it's really feeling.
inside source, and the Ben Johnson hire is going to go down as a McVay level hire. Like that's how good this guy is right now.
How about his decision to turn down the Washington job on the plane? That like not saying
That
that
is
Washington would be trash if they had him, but what would that look like?
with
Like
Jaden Daniels, and it's
it
just
put in that
Washington
defense in
did
there.
a trash
Yeah.
job of building around Jaden.
The
Their
thing
offseason was
was, yeah,
horrible. They're
not to stray
old.
too much from that. Yeah, they just Jaden Daniels, his Superman, he put on the Superman cape last year, and I think it overshadowed a lot of holes in the roster. So you thought, okay, we just bring a couple
And
complimentary pieces like,
they weren't playing guys. Remember, they had a Patriots like schedule, like the Patriots this year. That was
yeah,
the Commander schedule
we
last
got
year.
yeah, and I didn't like the offseason moves, didn't like the re-signing of Bobby Wagner, didn't
Nope.
like the signing of Von Miller, didn't like
Bobby
Debo
Wagner
Samuel,
was getting
obviously.
cooked by
Oh
Ingram.
my god! And then I'm just hearing the announcers talk
Routed.
about, and that's why you get a Bobby Wagner. You get the upfront, and then I'm just like, bro, are we watching
Gets
like
cooked.
But yeah, not to go too much on the
Mhm.
Commanders, but like Bobby Wagner's fucking washed.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I think the
god
Bears.
damn.
I think the Bears are legit, and I think Ben
Yeah,
Johnson higher of whatever you want to call it, more than the hire of the year.
a playoff game in Soldier Field. Wow, I might have
And
to be in attendance.
this is Caleb's time. If Caleb can get it together, like if he like I said, he didn't have the best game. If he
He's
can
not
play
turning the ball
better,
over though. That's the main
that's
thing.
exactly. And they're winning games. They're built for the cold. They're built for the run.
Yeah.
They could make a
Hmm.
run. They could make a
Yeah.
run. But all right, let's take it to college football. Huge, absolutely huge news over the weekend. Obviously, Lane Kiffin
My
dragging this thing
goodness.
out as long as you can drag it. Um, fucking up other people's money and other people's jobs and other schools' plans because he wanted to make it all about him. And this is who Lane Kiffin is. Like, he's a mastermind troll. Like, this is what he does. He got into it with that reporter that said you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And then he texted or called the reporter after and apologized. And then an hour later, he sent him a picture of Lane Kiffin putting on the hoe hat with the housewife hat on the table, like he was committing. And then the LSU news broke. So he's a mastermind troll. He doesn't give a shit if he hurt feelings. Tell me what you think about the situation.
Yeah.
I think personally, this isn't really. Yes, this is absolutely the worst way you could have handled it if you were Lane. Then threatening to take everybody with you if they didn't let you coach the rest of the playoff. They're not going to let you coach and stay around
Yeah.
the guys for that long when they know you're out the door. Like you can't be married and have a side hoe. Like it doesn't work like that. So tell me what you think about it. And
Yeah, I
then
got
we got
a
another
couple
layer to it
things.
after.
Yeah. I
Another
got
layer
a
to it.
couple things I wanted to get into about this. First off, it's obvious this is a scheduling issue. This is the main
Yep.
reason why this is a problem.
Yep.
Why you should not be allowed to start recruiting before the Big Ten, or not the Big Ten, before the conference championships are
Yeah.
played. Recruiting is beginning. That's not fair. It's not just Lane Kiffin. Put Lane Kiffin aside just for the second. This is affecting all the coaches
Yep.
who want to go grab players
Florida's
and take players
Florida's
with them.
settling now
This
with
is
the
yeah.
guy. All
So
respect
that's an
with the guy
absolute
out
joke.
Tulane and
But so that's the main problem. So I understand Lane as far as doing what he has to do because okay, either I take this deal now and this like life changing opportunity, potentially a dream job for anybody who wants to be a college football head coach, or you wait the year out and you play the year. Let's say you go on a run, you probably not win the national championship. Now you lose the job, and now you're coming back to a program. You probably are understanding. I've probably reached our ceiling. So that's my second point for that. The third point is this is Lane Kiffin. This is nothing new. You got to remember this dude was at Tennessee. This man's son, you know his son's name, don't you?
Knox.
Knox. where does that come from? Knoxville,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. So you are just the audacity to name your
Yeah.
son Knox, and you don't even stay in Tennessee longer than who knows? That was like you came as quick as you left. So
Yeah.
then you go to Ole Miss. You finally build that program up. This is their first this is their most successful season. They get to the playoff, multiple double digit win seasons, and now you're leaving
Mm.
to LSU in the middle of like it's already made there. You'd realize you go to LSU, you have to win
Yeah.
national championship.
Yeah.
This 10, 11 win
3
seasons and
years
just
max. They're giving you 3 years
yeah.
max.
You need a natty and I need a natty in 2, 3 years.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like what are we paying you 14 million a year for just to say you have big recruits and we fill the stadium up? We can go get anybody to do that. It's LSU. So
Yeah.
he has to win there. Um, I think the way he handled the situation, he probably I don't know. It's just I'm probably staying at least a year out. Like, I mean, if the job's not going to be there, then it's probably not meant for me. But that's the main. They need to fix the scheduling because that's the problem. He's just stuck, and now it handicaps everyone. You're basically saying if you go to Lane Kiffin, you have to leave now.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna have players sitting out. So it almost says, do we take Ole Miss out the playoff
Yeah.
entirely?
Yeah.
Because now
Like they did
you
with
lose you
FSU.
yeah, you lose Lane Kiffin. He's going to lose his coaches. You're
Mhm.
going to lose some of the key players that I'm sure contributed to the season. So now they're all gone. So exactly like you said, just like Florida State, they left that quarterback out. We got
Mhm.
to take Ole Miss out. I
Mhm.
mean, it's only fair. There's precedent for it.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they will. I think they'll keep him in it. And
that'd be stupid, man. No way.
as far as Lane, like, yeah, he's gonna blow your town up and leave not giving a damn. Like, and that's what he did with Ole Miss.
I
And
mean, I'm not gonna
then
sit there and blame it. I mean, it's $90 million. Like,
look,
come on.
I heard, and this is like online floating around that that Ole Miss offered him more, and he turned it down still and went to LSU. And why? Let's just be honest. If you really asked him, and he was keeping it real with you, he would say that I'm not going to be able to get the roster year in year out to compete for a natty at Ole Miss. Like,
No, yeah.
as much money as they throw and whatever, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna get the players at LSU, like, you're gonna get the quarterbacks,
Yep.
you're gonna get the receivers, like, that's just the truth, and he wants to compete for a few. He's just not he doesn't want just one, and this is his route of getting there, and I think if you're an Ole Miss fan, I think you were kinda stupid to believe that he was gonna stay.
Oh yeah. If you thought he was staying, yeah, you're definitely a fool. But
Yeah. No.
it's just I don't know. It's just a whole wild situation that I don't know. I don't think they should be in the playoff at this
Now they
point.
dropping the Lanestein files on Twitter.
Yeah,
They're saying there
I want to see them
there's
contract numbers.
there's screenshots coming up of Lane allegedly people could just be making this up on Twitter. I think that's might be what it is, but there's screenshots and stuff of him reaching out to girls that go to Ole Miss, and there was also a report that he had a 26-year-old girlfriend, which is 100% legal, whatever. But he had a 26. Apparently, the report is he had a 26-year-old girlfriend who was his ex girlfriend, and there was a Kentucky game that Ole Miss played, and during that game, they said that Lane walking out the tunnel was spamming his ex girlfriend's phone, like texting her and begging her, like to whatever, talk to him or this and that, and they lost that game to Kentucky.
I
And
mean, I didn't even hear about this.
yeah, yeah.
What the
No, no, no,
hell?
no, no. There's a Lanestein Files building on Twitter, and they're saying I'm not lying. They're alleged. This is all allegedly. Like I said, I
They're
don't.
saying he spammed his girlfriend.
I'm
What
saying
after they lost
no,
during the
before the
game?
game and during the game, he's texting her and begging
No
her and
way.
this and that. They lose the game and they lost that
Begging
game.
her to do what?
To come back or whatever. But look, look, that's not the only thing. There's screenshots of him on like Snapchat saying telling girls from that go to
Yeah.
Ole Miss to
Is Lane getting fat? What's
yes,
happening?
yes, this is what I'm talking. You see, you didn't even see this, right? Bro,
No.
on Twitter, I'm telling you, there's a whole thing going on where allegedly a bunch of people within like the Ole Miss like community and that go to the school and the kids like know certain shit. Like there would be certain girls that would go over to Lane's house and chill with him
Doesn't
that
he
went
have
to
a wife or
I
no?
don't think so, I don't think so.
I know he
He's
has daughter. I've
divorced.
seen
Yeah, he has
his
kids, but
his
he's
daughters and stuff.
yeah, and then there's another theory that a player on Ole Miss who was rated top of the country, like, running back, got benched all of a sudden because he was doing it with Lane's daughter, allegedly.
Oh my
Allegedly.
goodness.
No, I don't know if this is true. I don't think I think it's just students making stuff up, but
I think her boyfriend goes to LSU.
oh, yeah, I think this is, like,
I
before
think
that
so.
or
I know it's
and
just
then the
kind of
player
crazy,
just
you
got
know.
benched. No really reporters were asking him, like, where is he? Like, why is it
Sneaky,
academic? Like, whatever. He was just
sneaky
like,
lane.
you know, just giving them, like, blank
Somebody
answers.
said if you commit to Lane, you're not committing to that program because it's all about Lane. You know,
Yeah,
you think you're just committing to LSU. You're confiding to anything that Lane believes in, and that's what they're going to go as.
yeah. Alright. Steelers, Bills. Josh Allen, great game from him, in my opinion. Steelers, yeah, they're gonna have to wrap it up with Rodgers, without Rodgers. This isn't gonna cut it. Like you were in the game for a little bit, but you're right out of they knocked you right out of it. Bills pretty much ran all over you, did what they wanted to do to you, and now you're basically like I told you. I texted you. I said that I've never seen a team down 9, like give up, like look this
Yeah,
dead because they were getting
yeah.
their ass busted. It was should have been more than the scoreboard reflected. Give me your thoughts on the game and the state of the Steelers. Like I'm out on
I
them.
mean,
I think it's
yeah.
over.
I mean, I'm going straight to the source, the heart and soul of the defensive line, TJ Watt. He came out on the press conference and literally stated, "Yeah, I've never seen a team run the same play over and over again and have this amount of success." So I don't know if that was more of just frustrations boiling over, or he's literally calling out the scheme and what we're doing and why are we not adjusting? They're running the same play, so I think that falls on Tomlin some. Obviously, I think Steelers fans are ready for him to go.
Yeah,
I think it's time to go.
yeah,
Obviously, you're not going to fire him now. It's week 13. You clearly got to finish the season out.
yeah,
But after this season, it's time. It's time, Steelers fans. I think y'all are ready. I think he knows
yeah.
that this is probably the last season. Obviously, unless they go on some freaking fluke run and win a couple playoff games or two. But the way we're seeing them now, it's looking unlikely. I think he just needs to he needs to be fired or go somewhere else because will immediately find a job like in 2 seconds. He probably maybe the Giants. He'd go mess around and coach the Giants. Like they because what you're gonna get the leader. I think the message is just run stale in Pittsburgh. Like
Yeah.
what he's saying is clearly not like we be sending the tweets that people will be like Mike Tomlin is gonna say
Yeah.
we can't eat soup we can't eat
Yeah.
soup with forks and all this type of
Stupid.
just metaphorical stuff that's just not really motivating nobody
Yeah.
anymore. Like
Yeah.
it's just we got to produce. Steelers catering up for another 9-8 season, or who know 8-9 maybe. Maybe this is the first one that goes, but they look bad. Not really. This game didn't really make me that much more of a believer in the Bills. Honestly, I
I'm
just got
gonna
lower on the Steelers.
I'm gonna say it. I'm out on the Steelers, but when it comes to the Bills, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, and I'm gonna call it now. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl, and it's gonna be because that defense is gonna get it together. I'm telling you, they're gonna get it together. They looked good in this game. The pass rush was getting there. Bosa rocked Rodgers, like rocked him,
Yeah.
got that fumble. They picked it up for 7. Like that defense is going to get better. Josh Allen is going to will them at least to a Super Bowl. I don't know if they win, but they'll be there. Call it
Mm.
now. We'll replay this clip, and if they're not, then we'll figure something out. But they're going to the Super Bowl, 100%.
Man, I don't know. He's turning this ball over way too
Yeah,
much
he's getting it
this
out of his
year,
system.
and this yeah,
He's
I don't
getting it
know,
out of his
bro.
system. He'll be all
And
right.
the secondary for the Bills,
Yeah, it's a little
trash.
suspect. It's a little suspect. A
It's
little suspect.
trash. It's garbage.
They're gonna get better. Look, the Bengals got better. The Bills defense can get better, and they will get better. This is the
Joe
time of the year.
Burrow is gonna throw a party on them, and they're probably gonna
That would be
lose.
impressive. If the Bengals beat the Bills, I'm telling you, that would be
I can
impressive.
see it. If especially the Bengals defense played like they
It's a
did,
five and a
they will
half point
win.
spread.
Yeah,
I might take the
that's
Bills. I think they might bust him. I feel like this
That's a
isn't.
good. I think that's a spot where you just pick the winner. I
Yeah,
think like I think if you think the Bengals are going to win,
yeah,
I think you just take them.
yeah,
And if you think the Bills, like fuck that 5.5.
yeah,
I think it's like a pick 'em type of game to me.
yeah. Let's talk Houston. Big win.
Mm.
They get it done. 4 in a row. They're looking good. And
Yeah, this
CJ
is
Stroud isn't
nuts.
playing his best football. I think we might need to get Davis Mills back in that action, but that's a conversation for another day. Davis Mills is climbing up the ranks. I was early. I invested very early in Davis Mills, and
What ranks did he
well,
climb?
he climbed the ranks. We're
What
gonna start a
ranks?
rank. We're gonna start a ranking system, and we're gonna put all the guys on a rank and update it week to week. We just got to put the model together, and then we'll start that ranking system. But he will be up there right now for sure. Um,
Where?
he'd be up there somewhere in the upper echelon, mid to upper echelon of quarterback play in the NFL.
Ew.
Current quarterback play in the NFL. Davis Mills is a guy. He's a
He's
guy.
a guy.
He's a guy. He's a guy. He could be a starter on a lot of teams, and be better than what they have right now. It's the facts. All right. Um, Colts are done. That leads me to my next point. The Colts are done. I'm out. It's been we've had the feeling all year, and this is all I needed to see is the fractured fibula. Danny Dimes starting to show his true colors. The Colts are starting to show their true colors. Sauce goes out probably for the year. I'm out. I'm out on the
Yeah.
Colts. I'm
I
out.
mean,
Sure, they can
the
get to the playoff,
yeah.
but they could get to the playoff. But I'm not. I'm not getting. I don't got them past one round. Not one.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we're there now, we were talking this team was the 1 seed. What were they? 8-2, 7-2. Now they're 8-4,
And the
lost
Jags
2
are
in a
leading the
row.
division now.
Yeah, the Jags actually looked really good yesterday, but I mean
Yeah.
it was the Titans, but still. Yeah, the Colts, I mean it's obvious if you come in this game and you shut down Jonathan Taylor from, and I'm not saying you hold him to 50 yards, 40 yards. Like he's a freaking best running back in the league. But if you can just limit his explosive plays and those big 50, 60 yarders or where he
Yeah.
turns those screens into 30, 40 yard. If you can just do that and force Daniel Jones to throw this ball down the field consistently and he's injured, like
Yeah.
it's just apparently he got this injury like 3 weeks ago and we're just now hearing about it
Look,
like going into this week.
Danny didn't look horrible, but they did not make the plays when they needed it. And
No, he didn't look bad, but just like
yeah, Houston is credit to Houston. I mean, they fed Jonathan Taylor. They gave it to him 21 times. He only got 85
yeah,
yards. They
yeah,
contained
like
him.
I'll live
Only
with that.
that Houston doesn't let up big plays.
Yeah.
Like they don't let that up. And
Yeah, he had one run. He had one big run. He got like
12
30 yards
yards.
off of that run.
No,
Or yeah,
12.
was it 12?
12
I thought he
yards.
got a bigger run. Yeah, maybe I saw something
It
different.
might
Yeah.
it might got held back or something. 12 yards
Yeah.
was his long run, and like that shows you that this defense is best in the league. I think they're better than
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah.
And speaking of Denver, primetime game, it was a dog fight.
Yeah.
Marcus
Yeah.
Mariota, you're a
He came
gamer.
to play. Yeah, he came to play.
You're a gamer. That's I was I had a 2 leg with the Seahawks -3.5 and the Broncos money line. And I was like, he's gonna go for 2 and they're gonna fuck me, aren't they? And I also had a same game parlay. I hit 20 for 6, like 630, 640. And that was literally the best fucking game, like, on prime time from 2 teams you wouldn't expect to have a good game. That was that. Like, Marcus
Yeah.
Mariota saved that night because we all let's be honest, we all were getting ready to watch that game like, backup quarterback, prime
I just thought it
time.
was just gonna be a ugly game. I thought
Exactly.
Broncos. I mean,
And they
it
brought
turned out
it.
to be entertaining. Yeah, that was a good
A
game.
game. Oh my god, I love watching
And
games like
they
that.
should have won. Benito made the play of the night. That's why. I mean, he was
Marcus could
wide
have
open.
threw that ball as high as he wanted. There was nobody there to contest it,
Yeah, it
and they
was
made a
just a
play.
freaking
The
yeah. I
Broncos made a
mean,
play.
he was
That's how they're looking
wide
at it. They made
open,
a play.
perfectly schemed. Little running back, get the little mesh traffic to go the other way, and he just Hufanga gets completely blocked out. I mean, it was perfectly drawn up. It was just
And what
great
about
play
that
by
sack
Benito.
that Mariota almost took on fourth, or that he almost took
Oh
on
my
fourth down?
god!
And if he doesn't
Wow.
get that ball off, they don't get that pass
They don't even
interference,
get
and
the
it's over.
PI. Yeah,
That is
yeah. So I mean,
crazy. That's
that
crazy.
play, you look at Traylon Burks. one hand snag looking like
OBJ 2.0.
it's like, damn, like, oh yeah, he was first round receiver. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, he is supposed to be good. Like, hope maybe he finds a new home there next year, and maybe he could be a competent wide receiver too, and get back his
that
trajectory that
was a
he wanted to go
grab.
back on. That was a snag. That might not have been catch of the day. I don't know if you saw that Puka jump.
That Puka was
Oh my
crazy. I think the
god.
Traylon just I think the Traylon Burks one just because it was it just gave us that nostalgia of the OBJ catch. I feel
Man,
like
not
that one
me, dog, bro.
I think that
No,
was
bro.
that was such a grab, and the Puka one was just a straight though, like
They
a
were overly
like
dragging the Traylon Burks to OBJ, like number
it
13
was
corner.
similar.
I
No,
was
no,
like,
I
bruh,
saw
like,
that. It was similar. It was similar.
no,
It wasn't the
bruh.
same. OBJ's was obviously better, but we haven't seen a good catch like that. I feel like in a minute, one of those. Like we haven't seen one of those in a minute. So
Yeah,
it was up there.
maybe.
That's like a that's. A, I don't think this is a hot take. That's like one of the best plays in NFL history.
What play?
The catch.
Yesterday?
I'm not saying don't think of it. I'm saying pure that was like one of the best plays like in NFL history. I'm not saying top 50 or 100. I'm just saying it's one of the better ones. It's one of the better catches ever.
I'm gonna say it was one of the better catches this week.
No, no, you're not seeing. When
NFL
was the last time?
history,
When was the
yo.
last time you seen somebody make a catch like that?
In the NFL?
Yeah, like that, like that, like coming back one
I
handed end
mean,
zone, defender in
I
your
saw
grill.
I mean, I watched Justin Jefferson do something crazy on fourth down versus the
That
Bills. That
was
was like 2 years
crazy. But
ago.
your take, I think your take, I think it's because it was in a meaningless game and they're 3-9 that you
I
don't
just
give a
don't think
shit
it was
about.
that crazy.
It
Like,
was
I
a
mean,
great catch.
let me not say that yet. It was an
It
OD
was a
catch.
great catch. It was
One of the best plays in NFL
one of the
history. I'm not
better,
going there. I'm not going there. I'm not
one of
going
the
there.
better, one of the better, one of the better.
Nah, dog.
When is the last time you seen a catch like that besides OBJ? I can't think of one.
A catch like that. I mean, fuck. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sure there is.
There's got to be.
The Justin
Um,
Jefferson one. That's the one I could think of.
that was one of the craziest for if we're putting context in it for sure.
Yeah,
The jet
that was like one
fourth
of the
and what
craziest
was it
catches
like?
I've ever
What was it?
seen.
Fourth and
It
like
was
17 or like fourth and
fourth and
27?
18, game on the
Yeah.
line, absolute prayer,
Nah.
triple covered.
That's insane. That's insane. What do
That
you
was
think?
like,
What do you think about the? We can wrap up talking about this Patriots Giants game. 7.5. It's just a stinky line. Like you don't really. I don't really
this
want
is
to
a
touch either
game,
of
a
them.
stinky game.
Jackson Dart back. I think the Giants give them problems. I don't think they win.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be like a 4-point game. I think it'll be closer than people think, and I think it's going to be nasty. Like it's going to be a nasty like 20-17, 20-10 maybe type
yeah.
of game.
I think this is actually going to be a close game.
Yeah,
I think the Giants they obviously they fired their defensive coordinator and from the looks in the locker room, I think a lot of people are happy about that.
yeah,
There's a Dexter Lawrence interview. He was basically just not trying to give out too much information. You're just like, oh yeah, so, people got to go and blah blah blah. Like it was just like, yeah, like
uh
nah.
huh,
Thank God he's out. Now we can ball. So I
yeah,
think that defense gonna come out with a little bit more juice coming into this season. I thought that D line would be the best in the NFL this season. I really did. Between Carter, obviously Thibodeau and
Brian
Burns.
Burns is
Yeah,
cannot
and
believe the
obviously
Panthers traded
Lawrence.
him. That was so
Yeah,
dumb.
that was bad
Got
trade. But
nothing.
so yeah, you get them. Obviously, you get Dart back. I like Tyron Tracy. He might not run as hard as Scatterbo, but I like Tyron Tracy a
Yeah,
lot. I think he's good. Wandale Robinson, he can be a problem. I don't think Christian Gonzalez is going to solely follow him tonight.
yeah,
I don't think he's that type of wide receiver. But the main key they got to be able to run the ball. This Patriots
yeah,
team they stop the run. So
yeah,
if the Giants cannot run the ball, this
yeah,
game will get ugly. I
yeah.
think if they
It
you
has the
got I think
potential. It has the potential to get really ugly.
I know
Patriots
Jackson
play good
Dart.
on prime time.
Yeah, Jackson Dart. His play style is it's kind of reckless,
I
but
don't think he'll be too
I
reckless
think
today,
I
but
think tonight that you're gonna need to run him like
yeah.
8 to 12 times though.
Oof.
I think he's get yeah like designed
You're
runs.
trying nah.
I think he's got to run
Yo, yo,
if he wants to
you
win.
would get bro, you would get fired if you ran Jackson. If you were the head coach, Brian, if you were the head coach tonight, and you
Hey, they
no,
already
no,
got
no,
they got him
no, no,
fired.
you're talking about design runs.
Design
If you
runs.
ran Jackson Dart first game back from a concussion, 12 design runs, you would be fired.
Fire
You
me then.
you would
They
be
can't.
fired.
You're not going to win with him just passing the ball.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
needs to be smarter, bro. You can't be
I
throwing your
agree.
helmet at people and
Yeah.
fucking trying to run linebackers over.
12
Just like
design 12 design runs is actually insane. First game back, you're just
or
gonna throw
12 total runs then.
you're gonna throw them into the fire. Oh
Hey,
man.
might as
That's
well.
you might yeah, that's they're gonna need it. All right, but that's all for this episode. We'll catch you guys midweek. Drop the picks on Thursday for you guys.
Yeah.
That's been all we got for you. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.